there are relationships when there is love, but it doesn't always feel easy. You want to get closer, to talk, to understand what's happening. And the more you move towards them, the more they seem to step back. And at some point, you start wondering, why does this feel so hard if we care about each other?
Because what you're experiencing is not just about the relationship, it's about how each person responds to closeness. For some people, connection feels safer when it's close, but for others, connection feels safer when there is a space. And when these two ways of being meet, it can create a dynamic that feels confusing and exhausting.
If you recognize yourself in the one who moves closer, you probably feel things deeply. You nothing changes silently, small shifts in energy. You don't just feel love, you feel responsibility for the connection. When something feels off, you want to talk about it, understanding, fix it, because staying in that uncertainty feels unbearable.
And when the other person doesn't respond in the same way, when they take time, they pull back, or go quiet, your mind starts filling the space. What did I do? Are they losing interest? Should I say something or give them space? And that inner tension keeps growing, not because you want to create drama, but because connection matters to you.
Yeah. Now, let's look at the other side. Not to justify everything, but to understand. For some people, when emotions become intense, their instinct is not to move closer, is to create space. Not because they don't care, but because that is how they regulate.
When things feel overwhelming, they need time to process, time to calm down, time to think. And when they feel pressure to respond immediately, to explain, to stay in the emotion, it can feel like too much. So they step back, not always consciously, but instinctively. And the more they feel pushed, the more they need space.
This is where the loop begins. You move closer to feel safe, they move away to feel safe. And both of you end up feeling the opposite. You feel abandoned, they feel overwhelmed.
And from the outside, it can look like one person cares more, but very often both people care. They just express it differently. One through presence, the other one through distance.
So, what you can do if you find yourself in this dynamic? The first step is not to react immediately. When you feel that urge to fix, to reach out, to get clarity, pause. Not to suppress what you feel, but to give yourself a moment of space before acting on it.
Because the way you approach those moments matters. Instead of moving from urgency, you can start moving from clarity, expressing what you feel without pushing for an immediate answer, allowing space without disappearing yourself. It's not about doing less, it's about doing it differently.
Understanding this dynamic doesn't mean accepting everything. It doesn't mean ignoring your needs. It means seeing more clearly what is happening inside of you and inside of the other person.
Because when you understand what drives the reaction, you stop taking everything personally and you start choosing how you want to respond, not from fear, but from awareness.
And sometimes that shift alone changes the entire relationship.